The Zephyrian hunting party materialized from their cloaking fields like wraiths emerging from shadow. 8 feet tall, with chitinous armor plating and razor-sharp mandibles that could shear through steel, they were apex predators of the galactic rim. For 3 millennia, no species had survived their ritualistic hunts. Commander Vexka clicked his mandibles in satisfaction as he observed the human settlement on the forest moon of Kepler 442b. The primitive structures, the slow-moving bipeds tending their crops. It would be almost too easy. The humans had been catalogued as a Class C species. No natural weapons, soft skin, limited physical capabilities. Perfect prey for the ritual. Remember, Vexka transmitted to his hunting pack through bioluminescent pulses. We take one alive for the ceremony. The rest are sport. The Zephyrians had perfected this dance across 100 worlds. They would hunt for 7 rotations, wearing down their prey with psychological warfare before the final kill. It was tradition. It was art. What they hadn't accounted for was Dr. Sarah Chen. When the attacks began, Sarah was in the settlement's small research lab, analyzing soil samples. The first scream cut through the evening air like a blade. Through her window, she watched in horror as something invisible lifted Marcus, the settlement's engineer, 30 feet into the air before hurling him against a tree with a sickening crack. Sarah's military training from 20 years ago kicked in, muscle memory she'd hoped never to use again. She killed the lab's lights and activated the emergency beacon, then grabbed the hunting rifle she kept for the local fauna. The weapon felt foreign in her hands now, but some things you never forget. The Zephyrians expected panic. They expected the humans to scatter like frightened animals, making the hunt last days. Instead, they found Sarah Chen. She'd spent the first night studying their attack patterns from the corpses they'd left behind. By dawn, she'd identified the shimmer signature of their cloaking technology and figured out their rough size and weight from the footprints in the mud. When Vexka materialized behind what he thought was a cowering human female, Sarah was ready. The improvised explosive, fertilizer and fuel cells from the tractors took off his left arm at the shoulder. The Zephyrian's shriek of pain and disbelief echoed across the settlement as Sarah rolled away, already chambering another round. Impossible, Vexka snarled in his native tongue. The prey fights back. But Sarah wasn't done. She'd spent the day rigging every building, every path, every hiding spot with traps that would make a Vietnam tunnel fighter proud. Monofilament wire at ankle height, pressure plates connected to fuel tanks, mirrors positioned to catch muzzle, flashes and reveal cloaked positions. The Zephyrians had never faced prey that hunted them back. By the 3rd day, 3 of the 8-member hunting party were dead. Not just dead, butchered. Sarah had taken trophies, their bioluminescent organs strung up around the settlement like Christmas lights, pulsing their death songs into the night. Vexka found his hunter's journal from the first day and added a new entry. The human female does not flee. She adapts, she learns, she kills. On the 4th night, Sarah spoke to them. She'd rigged the settlement's PA system with a translator. She'd cobbled together from their fallen comrades' communication implants. Her voice echoed through the forest in perfect Zephyrian, cold and clinical. You hunt for sport. You kill for pleasure. You think yourselves apex predators. A pause, filled only by the whisper of wind through trees. You have no idea what you've awakened. Vexka's mandibles chittered nervously. In 3,000 years of hunts, prey had never spoken to them. Prey didn't learn their language. Prey didn't psychologically torment the hunters. The remaining Zephyrians began to whisper among themselves. This wasn't a hunt anymore. This was survival. Sarah had turned their own tactics against them. She used their bioluminescence to track them in the dark. She poisoned their water sources with compounds toxic to their physiology, but harmless to humans. She even began mimicking their mating calls to lure them into kill zones. When the rescue ship arrived on the 7th day, they found Sarah sitting calmly in her lab cleaning her rifle. Around the settlement, Zephyrian body parts hung from trees like grotesque wind chimes. Only Vexka remained alive, huddled in a supply shed, rocking back and forth and repeating the same phrase over and over. The prey became the predator. The prey became the predator. The rescue team's captain, a grizzled ex-Marine named Rodriguez, surveyed the carnage with professional appreciation. "Doc, you want to explain what happened here?" Sarah looked up from her rifle, her eyes holding depths that hadn't been there a week ago. "They came here to hunt us for sport, Captain, so I taught them about human nature." "Which is? We're persistence hunters, Captain. We don't give up, we don't forget, and we learn from everything that tries to kill us." She gestured to the Zephyrian remains. "They were apex predators on 100 worlds. Now they're extinct on one." Rodriguez nodded slowly. "What do you want me to do with the survivor?" Sarah's smile was colder than the vacuum between stars. "Send him home. Let him tell his people what happens when you hunt humans." Vexka was released at the edge of Zephyrian space 3 months later, his mind permanently shattered. He spoke to the High Council only once, delivering a message that would change galactic civilization forever. Strike humanity from all hunting records. They are not prey. They are not predators. They are something far worse. They are teachers. And the lesson they teach is simple. Those who hunt humans don't live to hunt again. The Zephyrian Empire formally surrendered to human space the following year. Their surrender document contained only one line: "We apologize for the misunderstanding. Please don't send more like her." The galaxy learned that day what humans had always known. It's not the size of the predator that matters. It's the size of the prey's refusal to be prey at all.